of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Start this game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The run from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Working that left side now. After 45 on its way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
To the air, it's Knight. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room to run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Buys a little time. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Auburn sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Skinner. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Calls his own number. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
There's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He splits the upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air. It's Knight. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Special teams proving to be special. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. He did that one all by himself. Make of you guys Just turn on the afterburners and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Back to throw. It's Knight. And he intercepts it in their end zone. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick six and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Finds his man. It's Kane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Simmons. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
it's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, it's the end around. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Under fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half on the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And some room to work. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not want a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Dropping back, it's Knight. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Kane. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Running to the left. Shakes off the defender. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilcox. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The inside handoff. Plows through the defense.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Dropping back, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. And he can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
To the ground with the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Harmon. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Harmon. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Auburn offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Busts through behind his pad. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Coming out with it, it's Kane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, where was that play when they needed it earlier in this game, right? I mean, they've just had no pulse offensively. They have not been able to threaten this defense at all, throwing it or running it, and they make a great play there, but, man, this game's almost over. That's too late.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This will not go down on their offensive resume wheel, but I guess they can say, well, at least we didn't get shut out. Field goal is good. Only points of the game in a loss. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.